feel like Camille Reed's is a very relatable character, just because she's in college and I'm in college and we both kind of want the same career path, but at the same time, she suffers with anxiety, and I feel that like there's a lot of people that can actually relate to that, because I feel like a lot of people already have some type of anxiety. It's just that she actually is like takes it above and beyond, and she's just learning how to control it. Difference is she deals with her anxiety in a very like specific medical way, where it's as if I'm like stressing about something or like nervous or anxious about something, I kind of just kind of keep it to myself, and she's more head on with things. She also kind of lets it take over her, where she'll have like her mental breakdown and she'll start crying and everything. More like I'm more just to myself, really conservative, don't really let anyone like know what's going on, and kind of just stay focused. And with her friends, I feel that she has a pretty close connection to them, and I think they're able to get along mostly because they're all diagnosed with some sort of mental illness, but at the same time they're all completely different. So it's not like Amy, who plays Nina can relate to anxiety when she has an eating disorder, and Camille can't really relate to Nina because she doesn't have an eating disorder. So, but at the same time, they're still able to communicate with these issues because they kind of deal with them the same way. They're very impulsive and they're very just act on it in the moment.
Well, it's funny. I was very excited to play Anna because I see a little bit of myself in her. I've definitely had periods of kind of angry times in my life, so I think Anna having to learn how to deal and cope with her anger was something that I kind of connected with. So obviously her on a deeper level, but yeah, I really liked her. Having her be bipolar. I think it's very interesting. I kind of had to look up symptoms of bipolar disorder because I know what it is, but I'm not completely familiar with the symptoms of that disorder. And I felt like that was kind of important before I started playing her character, to know kind of what those symptoms were. And I think that it's cool. It adds depth to her character. You know, not everybody is perfect. We all have things, that we're dealing with. So I think for me, it was fun to be able to play a character that has a lot of depth to her, and is a strong character. And I like she has her own little, her fashion statements as well, but she kind of has this angry kickboxing aspect to her personality too. I think that's really cool. I think that I think she'll always kind of have that sarcastic, kind of rough and tough type of personality, but I think that as far as her disorder goes, I think she can learn how to kind of cope and deal with some of the anger that she has built up inside her. So I think it's an ongoing process, and for her self-discovery to figure out how to deal with those very passionate emotions.
Playing a character with anorexia felt, what's the word? It didn't feel unnatural, but it was pretty interesting. I guess I just got into character. It didn't really feel any different from my role today. Not that I struggle with anorexia or anything, but it felt pretty natural, I guess. There was nothing tragically different. I just felt like I should get into a character state of mind, and that's pretty much it. I hope that Nina's character would help young girls struggling with anorexia to really get a reflection of self-image, and to think about their choices maybe that they're making about their body image. You should definitely love yourself at the state you are, but if you're struggling with body image and you do have the want or desire to change, that maybe hopefully her character can help them see well, if this is a reflection of me, I should want to do better or to get help even, So hopefully it has a positive impact on people or anyone struggling. The most fun part about playing Nina would have to be her sassy attitude, because I could just personally connect with that part of the character, because in real life, Amy, she is sassy, so I think that part was pretty fun. And then the different locations we shot at was fun, because it was almost like a field trip. We would have to like drive there, get there, and then do our scenes. So.
Well, with bipolar disorder, there's a misconception. People confuse that with other types of disorders, but often all it is just depression, and you have extreme highs and extreme lows. So when they're extremely low, they're very depressed, they're suicidal, they're not motivated by anything, that kind of thing. And then with extreme highs, they talk really fast. They're called usually the manic phase. So they're very talkative. They take some extreme risks during that manic phase, those kinds of things. This show is great because it's going to help really normalize what mental disorders can look like for people. Hollywood tends to like exaggerate those types of disorders, and so this is a great show in that it will make it normal for the average person.